parents' mom saw me. She told me to give her kids some lesson. And I looked into her eyes, short of words, not knowing what to say. And I thought in my mind, lesson? Lesson of what to wear, or lesson of how to behave? Lesson of who to friend, or lesson of what church to attend? If that what she means, then I guess my life is full of lessons. If only she knows what kind of teachings I've learned in this short stage of my life. Sometimes I wish I forget the combination I use in locking my depression and frustration. Many times I wish I have amnesia, so you could erase the memory of the sad and awful experiences. Let me give you a brief story of my life. There is no briefcase to carry them all. You can say this as a super story, because we all have a story to tell. The different transitions in human life. Mine is characterized by verbal abuse, sexual abuse, emotional and psychological pain leading to contempt, disdain, and regret. My mom and dad don't know exactly the quintessence of a perfect marriage, but they camouflage a perfect Christian. While growing up, there was never a day that passes without my parents boxing. But going out, they're the perfect couple, an illusion of their unison. Guess it's of no surprise when they were elected pastors in a place of worship. They who had little time for me, even before their calling, began to have no time for me. As my uncle was placed as an overseer of my time and space. My uncle always looked with lustful eyes as he lost something made of the sea. Trying to seek the treasure, he lost the map of my body, shifting me in very uncomfortable positions. I was about 6, going on 7, and my uncle sexually abused an innocent child. Just as my parents were having their ministrations in different states, my uncle was having his ministration in my own state. Trying to use gestures, since my words failed me, to communicate with my parents or my uncle was pretending they're absent. But you know, the devil is a deceiver. My parents turned deaf ears to me, telling me to be a good girl as my uncle takes care of me. I was about 9, going on 10, when I decided to change the way I dress. Called to the altar and set as an example of what not to wear by my own dad. Tears rolled down my cheeks as I thought that was the right way to dress, since long skirts didn't stop men from staring through my feet. But my mom saw me. She saw me put on that dress and she said nothing. Nothing didn't stop my dad from beating the scent out of me, even though was never there to teach the scent what to do. A feeling of hatred, of what kind of a God would leave an innocent child to suffer like this. But you know, that's the devil, trying to put thought into me and subject me to the belief that God is cruel and wicked. Well, I could only know this when I was about 19 going on 20, as I looked for a church to feed my spirit. You know, people think being a pastor's child is a line set, as a line sense, into living a perfect life. Or maybe there's no perfect life, except life lived in Him, and He made the perfection of our lives. It's so that He might be filled with the knowledge of His will, in all wisdom and spiritual understanding. But too bad, I lacked the understanding of the gravity and content of His will in the first place. You know, it's very much like the devil to steal, kill, and destroy, put me in isolation, and subject me to the fact that I have no one, as went through all sorts of sexual abuse right from my childhood. I mean, mention it. Is it Bro Adams in choir or Bro Amos in ushering? Or there's some pastor who journalized his passion for speaking in tongue as way of teaching me to speak in different tongues in bed. But I know my stands in Christ as I compose my songs and hymns. As it drives the wheel of my life, writing down in love His will for my expected end in Him. Blotting out the handwritings of ordinances that was written against me. I thank God for the body of Christ. Because the church is not meant to make you comfortable, but conform you with Christ. Sickness is built by breaks or symptoms, so be careful what you plant in your spirit. To every ladies out there who has been abused sexually, emotionally, and psychologically, to not fear. For Christ knows the cause and He has the cure. So why not lay down your flesh and submit to the Spirit? Because there's no distance in the realm of the Spirit. To every parent out there, why not protect and nurture your child in the ways of the Lord? As we take the tablets off the shelf. Because the shelf is the Bible and the tablet is the Word of God. As we stick to our daily medication, meditating on it day and night. Because everything else will fade, but His Word will never fail. Are you falling or flying?